So in this lecture we are just going to talk about the other numeric types, string type and the type conversion. The other numeric types are bytes in an alias of unsigned int 8 and runes, which is an alias of int 32. We'll shortly discuss it, but first let's just look at string type. Strings are a collection of bytes in Golang. It's alright if this definition doesn't make sense to you. For now, we can assume a string to be a collection of characters. We will learn about strings in details in a separate lecture module. So here is the code. I declared first and initialized it to Neha and the last to Gupta. And then I referred name as first and last name, and here I'm just printing it out. So what's happening is first is assigned the string Neha and the last is assigned the string Gupta. String can be concatenated using the plus operator, which is done in the variable name, and thus it is printing my name is Neha Gupta. There are some more operations that can be performed on strings, but we'll look at them in a separate module. Now we are moving on to conversion, type conversion in Golang. Golang is very strict about explicit typing. There is no automatic type promotion or conversion. Let's look at what this means by this example. I have I as 55, this is type int, and J as 67.8, which is type float 64. Now if I'm trying to add up both these, Go doesn't do the type conversion by itself at all. So what I'm gonna do is, if I'm gonna run this program, you can see it shows the error that the operation cannot be done on mismatched type int and float. So how do we fix this? We just simply convert J to type int, or we can do the vice versa also, and now we run it. So this code, the previous code was perfectly legal in C language, but in the case of Go that won't work. So we needed to convert the type of J or I, either of them, to the other type, to the other variable type. So the same is the case with assignment as well. Explicit type conversion is required to assign a variable of one type to other type. How I can explain this to you? I think I have a short piece of code for that. Okay, I'm gonna paste. Yeah, so I have I of type 10 and J, variable J of type float 64, which is basically converting the I into float 64. And now I'm gonna print. Yeah, so now you can see J is printing 10. Why? So this brings us to a note that the compiler will throw an error if they're not of the same type. If they are converted to a type of the other variable with which it is being used, it works fine. See you in the next lecture.